Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. Last week's Arctic blast played a role in a small burst water pipe at the Mitchell School site. Town Manager Michael Dutton told the Town Council that the pipe flooded an unfinished part of the school, but did say that the affected drywall and insulation was removed and replaced. He went on to say the project manager and BR superintendent are making sure there aren't any additional issues. Despite the mess, Mr. Dutton said the anticipated opening date isn't expected to change, and that is later on this summer. We showed you the community breakdown from the state last week and the rising local numbers as the state is starting to see a decline in key metrics, but also seeing a slow climb in vaccination totals here in town. The Town Council was updated on the vaccination status of the community, with 69% of Bridgewater residents receiving at least one dose and 62% being fully vaccinated. Something that we brought up on the updates and brought up by the town manager was the rising number of at-home COVID tests. Those positive at-home tests might not be reported to the Board of Health, prompting the town manager to suggest not giving these specific numbers update during the town manager's report portion of the town council meeting. Councillor Bill Wood asked Mr. Dutton how will we know the trends with hopes of returning back to some semblance of normal.
How will we know when it is significantly safer to go about normal business?
That's a really good question. Certainly the way, honestly, the way we're kind of extrapolating the numbers that we think the infection numbers in Bridgewater is based on absences from some of the larger employers, the absentee rates at some of the larger employers. I will acknowledge that, the drop in reported cases probably reflects a drop in overall cases. So I'm happy, to continue to present those numbers, or at least, tell you what the percentage decline is, meeting to meeting, if that's of any help.
And you can watch the meetings in their entirety on the town's Facebook page and on Channel 22 as well. Last week, we showed the numbers from the BR School District regarding positive COVID cases, and the most recent report from this past Friday did see a rise. It should be added that the date range for the report was the 8th through the 14th, which was after the holiday break. Among the students in the district, there were 52 more cases and 22 more employees tested positive. The school-by-school breakdown adds the students and employees together for privacy reasons, and the high school saw a drop in positives to 130, down 15 from a week ago, while all the other schools in the district saw a rise in positives. You can view the numbers for yourself by logging on to the district's website, bridge-rain.org. For the second straight year, the Bridgewater Fire Department received a grant from the state. The $19,000 grant will be used to purchase thermal imaging cameras and struts for vehicle stabilization. This is part of the Department of Fire Services Fiscal Year 2022 Firefighter Safety Equipment Grant Program. The funding comes from a $25 million bond bill filed by the Baker administration to support firefighter safety and health. A number of departments across the state were able to apply for grants to use for 118 types of equipment to attain compliance with OSHA, or National Fire Protection Association safety standards. And finally, turning to sports in a top 20 matchup at the regional. The BR girls basketball team took on the D3 state champs from 2020, St. Mary's. The Lady Trojans won 49-44, but started the game out on fire with a 15-point first quarter lead. The visitors did come back in the third to make it a one-point game, but BR had sophomore Natalia Hall-Rosa leading the way with 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. Dana Postic had 14 points of her own, and Fiona Kelly pulled down 9 boards. BR head coach Cheryl Seavey wasn't surprised that St. Mary's came back, telling the Boston Herald, quote, "We knew we had to be prepared to absorb some blows, and in the first quarter we gave some blows, but we knew they were going to come back. You don't beat a caliber of team like St. Mary's just saying, okay, ball game is over. So we knew they were going to fight back, and we just had to make sure we had enough intestinal fortitude to withstand their blow and come back." Over the past week, Natalia Hall-Rosa, who again is a sophomore, has scored 47 points over 3 games this past week. The girls team hosts Norwood coming up on Monday night, and we thank you for watching this update. I'm John Luck.